Now for our next pitch, representing Zippy, please welcome Jesse Garcia.
There are more than 80,000 real estate brokerages in the US, which means there's 80,000 different ways to run a brokerage, 80,000 different commission schedules, 80,000 operational variances. There's no standardization in running a brokerage, and the industry is demanding a cloud-based, flexible alternative to a brokerage operation platform. Brokers and admins are frustrated with disparate softwares that don't talk to each other, siloed data that they can't compile for the benefit to see an overall view of their business, multiple logins, duplicate data entry, a myriad of steps to close out a transaction, to pay out an agent, and then go do the bookkeeping. It's a process. We can't expect brokers to compete in a Netflix world with blockbuster technology. Netflix and Uber were a foundational component to what we were doing when we were building Zippy. They didn't invent anything new. They simplified and streamlined a process, and that's what we do. My name is Jesse Garcia, co-founder and CEO of Zippy. In 2008, I burned the boats, walked away from a secure, steady paycheck career in law enforcement to dive into real estate. Who remembers the real estate market in 2008? Yeah, perfect timing. But I found valuable lessons in that. I found valuable lessons in being a top producing agent, an owner of 2 top producing teams, and I went on to run 2 multi-million-dollar top producing Keller Williams franchises, increasing productivity and profitability. But what I learned through that process is there has to be a better way to run a brokerage and a more simplified and streamlined process. Zippy is the next generation real estate operating system with an open back office accounting and digital payment ecosystem that eliminates traditional time-consuming workflows and financial challenges costing brokers, agents, admins time and money. Zippy provides the broker more transparency. It provides your admins more streamlined and automated workflows. Most brokers, if you have 300 agents, you have 300 commission plans. The days of the bronze, silver, and gold plans are gone. A system has to be flexible enough to be and keep up with your creativity of commission plans. One thing we can do is with a simple click of a button, you can pay your agent's commission very simply on the same screen while you're automatically doing your bookkeeping at the same time. There's no more broker, admin, agent on 3 different systems. We want to streamline that. We believe in an open ecosystem without costing you more money. We do not charge for an open API. We want to encourage other providers to come in and build onto our technology for the benefit of you. We are the first application that gives every single one of your agents a free financial management software to manage their business. Why is this important? Brokers, associations, MLSs, and other prop tech companies, your revenue's 100% dependent upon agents staying in business. There is a huge financial management issue and financial literacy issue in this industry, and we intend to help fix that. My name is Jesse Garcia, and if you want to take your brokerage from a blockbuster brokerage to a Netflix brokerage and plan ahead and support your legacy for the next 100 years, go to zippy.co or give me a call. Thank you.
Go, Jesse, go. So are we ready, judges?
Yeah.
Ready? Go.
So are you kind of excited about this idea?
What's that?
You kind of excited about this idea?
Yes, I love
Great
it.
job. Does your system include the actual accounting package as well, or does it stop at pay and then does that connect into a QuickBooks or other
No,
systems?
I love that question. 100% native GL built into our platform, so they don't need to exit to go to a different system.
So as you mentioned, all of these things are being done just terribly and inefficiently and not connected. But still, the hardest part of any enterprise software transition is going to be migration. So how do you solve that?
Yeah, no, great question. I had a feeling that was going to come up. So migration is where we spend most of our time. Obviously, there's other competitors in this space, and our job is to make sure that we can take that data, take their migration into our platform very seamlessly, and make sure that it's within a fastest time possible that they can work, as fast as they can work. You know, this being a real estate operating system and really being a foundational component, it's obviously not like flipping on a light switch, but our main focus is that migration of data.
Do you have the people to scale that?
I'm sorry?
Do you have the people to scale that onboarding and transitions? Because that is a lot of
Absolutely.
work for every brokerage.
100%. There's a lot of things that we can automate and do within the platform, but there's still a component that's going to take a person-to-person interaction.
And what about integrations with other systems that may supply roster and so forth, that, you know, more front-end types of systems? I know you have the API, but have you had a chance to develop any partnerships around that?
Working on it. So obviously we have partnerships with Dotloop and SkySlope right now. From a go-to-market strategy, we felt that that was a good starting point, as every broker has to have that from a compliance standpoint. Other things will be, you know, CRMs down the road, MoxieWorks, and a lot of different things. But as far as other partnerships, our Dash integration and our HSOA, Home Service of America integration, Reflex are all done. We're just finalizing security audit approval.
Great, thank you.
Can you share the traction you have? How many brokers are currently using this platform?
Yeah, so we saw a increase during COVID when they started onboarding. And so we have over about 100 brokers using our platform, from one office and 10 agents to 3,500 agents doing about 15,000 transactions a year.
And can all size brokerages afford this? What kind of pricing are we looking at?
So funny enough, we actually tried to give this away for free at the very beginning, and brokers didn't trust it, so we had to charge them. So too expensive, didn't want free. We had to find the middle ground. So we don't do a per user model. We moved away from a per user model. It's a completely access-based, usage-based model, and we are very relative to our competitors, if not cheaper.
So for the large franchise brands, there's the whole notion of hierarchy, organizational hierarchy. Are you primarily going after just the individual franchisee, or do you have system capabilities that will scale up and down as well?
I love that question. Okay, yeah, no, so like, we built this with a top-down hierarchical play. We want this to go to a Compass, an EXP, a Realogy, an HSOA. We built it with that in mind, to where a CEO wants to see what a CEO wants to see, CTO, all the way down to an individual agent with divisional reporting offices and regions. So it is a complete hierarchical view from a data standpoint.
I think you touched on this earlier. I was going to ask, is there a certain size brokerage that's ideal, or it just, you're pretty open to new opportunities within the brokerage community?
So this platform supports any size. Like I mentioned, we have entry-level brokerages just starting out, all the way to bigger corporate or owned franchise brokerages. The one thing that I will add is, and just from an educational standpoint, is any brokerage that is going to adopt any back office accounting digital payment, they need to make sure that they have the right staff in place to actually implement that.
Beautiful. So time's up. You killed it. Awesome.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
Are you guys voting? Are you remembering to vote? Please, please, please. Those at home, please as well, watching virtually.